What the haters talking about?
What's up, family? Beware of false prophets who come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly are ravening wolves. Matthew 7 chapter, 15 verse. Fam, something has to give with all of these false prophets. These pastors are out of control. Listen, fam, I'm not a Bible thumper. Hell, I don't know most of the stuff that's in the Bible. I couldn't quote it to you. I've heard it, but I couldn't quote it to you. I read it a lot. I've read it a long time ago. But that's neither here nor there. What I'm trying to get to is, fam, I've never heard of Jesus or any of his disciples, his trusted few, throw a weighted blanket in somebody's face and knock him out. That's what this dude did. I don't know where the church is. I don't know the name of the pastor, but the dude threw a weighted blanket at one of the parishioners and knocked her out. Then had the nerve enough to help her up and then hold her hand and pray for her. I would have been throwing those punches like these youngsters be throwing punches today, like they be throwing punches. You know what though? It's not just the youngsters. I've seen some older dudes throw punches like that. They be throwing punches like Mike Epps. Mike Epps got a bit that he do. He be throwing punches like, what the hell is this? Get your head knocked off like that, man. You gotta stay in the pocket, man, so you can see what you're doing. Yeah, keep your eyes on the prize. Anyway, fam, this pastor going straight to hell, fam. And you know what? If his parishioners continue to follow him, they're going with him. Like, how do people follow people like that? Like, if I was sitting in a church listening to a dude like that, just observing, the whole time I would be like, looking around at the people like, damn, am I in the Twilight Zone? Like, are y'all for real? This is the dude y'all follow? Speaking of church, I went to church for the first time in a long time Sunday. Bishop Ronald Hopes, the great Dr. Bishop Ronald Hopes. He had a family, what do they call it? A family greeting day, something. I don't even know what it's called, but it was the 15th anniversary of the church. If you're ever in Houston and you want to check out one of them real ones, one of the ones that's gonna tell it like it is, go check out IPCCC. That's Inner Peace Cathedral Community Church. Yeah, man. Some of that good old time religion. Ain't scared to speak on it. I like that. I don't mind checking out one of those pastors that ain't scared to speak on it. But anyway, fam, this dude, I can't see him doing the work. This looks like a money grab type of situation. And I'll tell you something, fam, that I noticed. There were no men in the church. There was like two or three dudes in the entire church. A church full of women. What's up with that? I'll tell you what's up with it. Men know the jig. They know the jig. They know what's up. The men know what's up. The men know a pimp when he hear one. The men know all that slick talk. They be like, man, that's game. You be sitting up there listening, that's game. You can hear it. Soon as we walk in, we start listening for a few minutes. That's game. He this, he that. A man will break it down in a minute. I bet you right now, most of the dudes listening to me right now have had a moment where they walked inside of a church and they sat there and they was like, that's gang. Nah, this dude right here, I can't trust him. And a lot of them pastors, man, they be sleeping with the women in the church and all that kind of stuff. Man, the men know what's up with that, man. So men don't be falling for all of that. That's why most of those churches be packed with women. And I'm going to tell you something, fam. A house divided can't stand. You be in church listening to all this stuff over here, and he at home watching the game. One of y'all better get to the church, or one of y'all better get over to the house and watch that game, because this ain't gonna work. I'm telling you, that don't work. I know we get through it, we try to make it work, but that don't work, because you're gonna come home with these ideas, and he gonna be like, man, where all that come from? The pastor over there in her ear telling her, you ain't right. He ain't gonna tell her directly. He ain't gonna just straight up tell her, what your man doing, just going to work 6 days a week, putting in 10 hours a day, and coming home and watching the game on the weekends, on Sundays, on his one day off. That ain't enough. He needs to give you more. The woman be like, yeah, that's right. That's right. The next thing you know, the pastor is giving her more. But anyway. Anyway, fam, y'all drop a comment. Let me know what y'all think about this. I'd love to hear your thoughts. No more talk.
What the haters talking about?